Welcome out, Stefan Diez.
Growing up in a household of fourth-generation carpenters, Stefan Diez's early bond with craftsmanship has profoundly shaped his development as an industrial designer. In 2008, Stefan Diez established his studio in the facilities of a former joinery, which provides the ideal platform for his unique combination of hands-on experimentation and technical know-how. Led by curiosity and supported by a network of local craftsmen and specialists, Diez's office is dedicated to transforming ideas into actual products with great diligence and proficiency.
Stefan, this collaboration is all about the future of work. So why not start with the first question? What do you see in the future of work and the workspace?
Well, I think the future of work will be definitely collaborative. You're going to work with the specialists from all over the world, together with your local team. And you work on more and more complex projects. And we know the future will also be digitalized. So we all work on the computers, on our laptops. The laptops made this thing possible, but it's also the case that probably the future of workspaces will be very monotonous because they all look the same. And I think this is where we need to do something about it. That's what I'm interested in.
And Marcus, of course, IKEA, its styles and designs are home, but also our offices. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, actually, what I could see just strolling through our office spaces, there's no one sitting in their desks. Everybody's in meetings. So I guess that we need to design something about meetings also for the future because people want to work together. So that's key.
And this is quite an unusual collaboration because you're both actually almost testing it yourselves. You're kind of the guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Feels funny calling you a guinea pig, but you know.
Yeah, okay, but then you have to actually say the project is about the new offices of the IKEA in Almhut. And I think this is for us an extremely interesting, different approach because we usually don't know our clients. And this time we talk to the people whom we are doing the tools for. So I expect from this a much more daring approach. I think we don't have to go to marketing departments and negotiate if our ideas are right. We can just go to the people and ask them, and we can do test setups, and we can ask them if it's okay, or we change it. And I think this is for me one of the big reasons why I think this should be done. This project's really good.
But Marcus, it's so much bigger than just a new office, isn't it?
It is actually. What we're trying to do is to find something which we are lacking today when we build our new office spaces. We call it we build for change, because the only constant for the future when you make room for offices it's going to be changing all the time. So we're looking for something which is in between architecture and furniture. So we're going to be the guinea pigs of that. Let's see if it works.
Before we go into the details, take a quick look at this.
So I don't think offices are going away. I believe there's still a need to be physically present for certain kinds of work.
I'd prefer to go into an office because I feel you've got the atmosphere of an office and you feel like business, whereas at home I wouldn't get that same feeling.
Maybe a study will show that it's better to be lying down and we'll all work in bed.
My most productive sessions are on my bed even, so I think that comfortable, casual space between working from the office and also working from home, I think that's going to merge.
I like being outside, so I don't know, maybe in the future we'll have outdoor offices or something like that.
Having a nice scenery, by the sea, you have your laptop, you have a good signal, you can do everything. So who needs an office place, huh?
I think it'd be interesting to see how furniture can complement with technology.
A desk is crucial with lots of drawers and lots of space on the top.
So I think in the future you'll have sort of individually designed pods where you can do deep work.
I mean, today you have glass panels as whiteboards, right? But in the future, you can project your screens onto different surfaces.
A bit like an airplane, so you'll have a seat and then you'll have a laptop screen and you'll be able to have all your amenities around you. So some sort of super seat, I think, will be the main facility. And a desk. You need a nice desk, don't you? A nice wooden desk.
Yes.
These two love a desk. That is what I love every time I watch that video. So a desk, Stefan, do we need one?
No, I think the desk is the reassurance that you have still a job in the company. But,
I do have a job because I have a desk.
Could be important.
yeah. But work you can do somewhere else as well. Definitely.
And I've heard in terms of you working with workspaces, walls are something you're working with.
I think what we are interested in are the vertical surfaces in office. I think we are interested in finding out how we can use them to structurize a room, to create space for concentration, space for meetings, for different scales. We even want to make the walls movable, flexible. We can project on it. We can make them sound absorbing. We can write things on it. I can imagine that it's like working in an open book, that you go in between the pages, and it reminds me of a stage and a set design of a stage. And I think the office should be more complex visually, and it should also play with transparencies. And above all, we should see the traces of our everyday work over there. That's, I think, what we like to do with Marcus and his team.
Yeah, so almost like your little work home, your workspace. What do you think, Marcus?
Yeah, I think it's important actually to see the actual work. What has happened when everything is digitalized, you only see screens. You don't see what people are working with. So prototypes and everything out there, so you could share, because when you share, you get ideas from others as well.
Exactly.
And you could also be able to, confront people, which is good as well.
Well, as we're at Democratic Design Days, collaboration really is key. And like you just touched on there, collaboration happens with people in meetings, in spaces where that can take place.
So that's the new thing that we're going to design, isn't it? Huh?
Yeah, well, literally, watch this space. Now, before we go any further, when can we see the results?
This question again.
Oh,
but it's okay this time,
okay.
Antonia.
Oh, it's okay. Whoosh.
Because we're actually going to see results already from out of the autumn. We're going to try out the first prototypes in the autumn. So, and already now, I know that Stefan has some more prototypes being guinea pigged at his office as well. I think that it's good that you try them out first. So you see, take all of the faulties at your place.
The guinea pig idea
then we
is
bring the
top,
good stuff to ours.
Yeah.
Can we please have a round of applause? Stefan, thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you.